What's up, Prizefight fans? I'm Brian Tong, and the two 7-inch tablet kings are finally ready to duke it out. It's a Prizefight punch-out between the iPad mini with Retina display and the new Nexus 7. Our judges for this fight are senior editor Eric the Tank Man Franklin, associate editor Xiomara Knockout Blanco, and you know who? Can't go wrong, Tom. We'll take all three judges' blind scores and average them out to the nearest tenth of a point. The final Prizefight score will be an average of all rounds using the same system. Let's get ready to rumble. Round one is design. The iPad mini Retina finally brings the upgrade people have been waiting for with its 7.9-inch Retina display at 326 pixels per inch. Its design is still superior, with an all-metal body weighing in at 331 grams with clean edges and a 4:3 screen ratio, but its lower color gamut is noticeable when matched up side by side. Now the new Nexus 7 brings a slightly thicker but lighter design at 290 grams with its plastic body and rubber backing, but we all miss the leathery feel from the first gen. Its 7-inch 323 pixels per inch screen is just as sharp to the naked eye, but it brings a fuller color gamut that's more vibrant with its 16:9 ratio that's also brighter. Design is in the eye of the beholder, but the Retina Mini's bigger screen and sleeker design gets the edge with the 4.3 to 4. Next round is controls and user interface. The iPad mini Retina brings iOS 7, and it will always be the easiest pick-up and play interface. The home button has multiple functions to access current apps and a few basic settings, or you can hold it for Siri. Get me tickets to Frozen.
Here's Frozen playing today. I can get tickets for you.
You'll also have a notifications pull-down from the top and control center from the bottom up, but its lack of customization is limiting. The new Nexus 7 brings the latest pure KitKat 4.4 experience with multiple users and restricted profiles for family members. Android's customization for widgets and putting folders in the dock isn't going away. Notifications started in Android before anyone else. Swiping from the bottom up gets you Google Now, and swiping from the top right and down gets you quick access to your key settings. Now, it may not be as user-friendly, but customization is key here, and the Nexus 7 takes this round 4.3 to 4. So after averaging 2 rounds, we're tied. Next round is features. Both tablets pack Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and 4G LTE options, but you won't find any memory expansion slots here. The Retina comes in 16, 32, 64, and 128 gig flavors with the newest A7 dual-core processor that's on par with the full-size iPad Air. Now, Siri has a prettier interface, but Google Now is still better, and Apple's maps have improved a lot. You can view the content that's on your iPad mini to a TV set connected with an Apple TV if you live in the Apple ecosystem, and it's still that ecosystem that's Apple's strongest feature with its App Store that really has the most tablet-dedicated apps. Now, the new Nexus 7 comes with 16 or 32 gigs of storage and a quad-core Snapdragon S4 Pro processor that delivers, but we're talking about the most feature-packed 7-inch tablet here. Google Now's voice search and commands are unmatched in speed and accuracy compared to Siri. Google Maps is still more reliable than Apple's. You'll have gesture typing by tracing over letters to make words. Android Beam brings NFC capabilities, and you can now stream some of your content wirelessly to a television set with the Chromecast. It also brings surround sound speakers that the iPad is still lacking, and the new Nexus 7 even supports wireless charging. The Nexus 7 shines here with a perfect 5, and the iPad mini gets a 4. Next round is web browsing and multimedia. Google's new Nexus 7 brings the best mobile browsing with Chrome. It has an incognito mode for private browsing and syncs your bookmarks across devices. The iPad mini brings Safari, which is just as solid with a snappy pinch and zoom, cloud syncing of bookmarks on other iDevices, and its own private browsing mode. But Chrome works on both platforms, and it's our browser of choice. Now, video quality looks great on these two tablets, but the new Nexus 7 has the edge with its brighter screen and fuller color gamut that's noticeable. And its 16:9 resolution makes the iPad mini's 4:3 res look like a lot of wasted space at times. But if you're talking web browsing, then the iPad mini gets the edge. Now, the multimedia gap between the iTunes Store and Google Play Store has really closed, but Apple still brings more exclusive content overall. Both tablets have front-facing cameras and 5-megapixel rear cameras that shoot 1080p video, but how many of you actually use them for this in public? Well, actually, a lot of you. Now this round could go either way, and we're calling it a tie at 4.3 points apiece. So after averaging 4 rounds, the new Nexus has a slight lead. Round 5 is performance. Both of these tablets feel fast and snappy overall, but we'd give the iPad mini Retina the real-world edge with pinching and zooming in apps, and overall, it's just a hair faster. Now, benchmarks don't mean everything, but the Geekbench 3 benchmarks show a significant advantage with the iPad mini Retina in single-core and multi-core processor performance over the new Nexus 7. The 3D Mark Ice Storm Unlimited graphics performance benchmark also shows the same. Really, the iPad mini Retina's performance is on par with full-size tablets. Now let's get to battery life, and in CNET's video playback drain test, the new Nexus 7 gave us an impressive 11.5 hours of video playback, but the iPad mini Retina boasts an industry-best 14+ hours of Apple juice for a 7-inch tablet. The iPad mini Retina gets a perfect 5, and the Nexus 7 gets a 4. The final round that decides it all is value. The new Nexus 7 16GB Wi-Fi model starts at $229. The iPad mini Retina 16GB Wi-Fi model starts at $399. Now the 32GB Wi-Fi new Nexus is only $269. The iPad mini 32GB Wi-Fi is $499, and that's $230 more. Now, if you want to get to 32GB 4G LTE versions for both, the new Nexus 7 is $349, and the iPad mini is $629 for a $280 difference. That's just brutal. There's nothing to dispute here. The new Nexus 7 takes this round with a 4.7, and the iPad mini gets a 3.7. So let's average out all 6 rounds, and in a battle that was neck and neck until the end, it's the final round value that decides it, and the new Nexus 7 takes this battle 4.4 to 4.2 and is your prize fight winner. At the end of the day, you're looking at the iPad mini Retina with full-size tablet performance and a full-size price versus the customizable feature-packed new Nexus 7 at a reasonable price. And the choice always comes down to you. I'm Brian Tong. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time for another prize fight. Oh. Hey. Hey. Hey!